But my question is, with Dana White having a partnership with Vince McMahon and TKO Groups and Holdings, will he be guilty by association when all this stuff comes out? So let's go ahead and get into it. So, hey, what's going on, fight fans? Hey, this is Coach D, the Wild Man, coming at you again with another episode of Coach D Media. Now, you know how I do with Coach D Media. I talk about all things combat sports related, from the highs to the lows. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So we already know Vince McMahon done got himself in a whole bunch of heap of trouble. He's being accused of trafficking when it comes to the female's persuasion. So it looks like it's going to be crazy in 2024, like I've been saying. But my question is, with Dana White having a partnership with Vince McMahon and TKO Groups and Holdings, will he be guilty by association when all this stuff comes out? So let's go ahead and get into it. So we already know Vince McMahon got caught up in that BS, with trafficking home. Brock Lesnar has got caught up into it. And as we know, Dana White has been a long-time advocate for Brock Lesnar coming to the UFC, being able to fight, making a whole bunch of money, doing business with Vince McMahon behind the scenes to make it happen. Brock Lesnar was rumored to be coming back to the UFC for UFC 300. All this stuff out there, and then bing, bang, boom, Vince McMahon get hit with the okie doke of doing the foolishness, right? So what do we make of it? Because on its own, right, Vince McMahon's been behind a whole bunch of crap down the line. He's been sued for a number of stuff, from steroids, yada, yada, you name it. He's been his own, wrestlers been coming at him. So it's nothing new for Vince McMahon. He got enough money to fight all this crap. Now this stuff has come out and it's pretty bad. Brock Lesnar wrapped up in it, pretty bad. I don't want to go into the details because I'm a guy and that's not what I do. I'm not going to go out there and just, I'll talk shit, right? But without knowing all the details, I'm not simply going to go and just shit on a man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know all the details. But it's bad for business is what I'm getting at. What's going to happen in his personal life, that's what's going to happen. But this is bad for business, right? We are in this woke, Me Too, cancel culture world. This stuff can't go on, right? We can't keep having allegations after allegations after allegations and trying to run business as usual. It don't want to happen, right? We got a sport where we got male and female fighters working together on a regular basis. We got ring girls. We got all these things going on. We can't have anybody scared to talk to people, be in the same room with a female, blah, 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 or vice versa, right? We can't be scared with that, right? So my question is, can Dana White be considered guilty by association? Because it's not like he didn't know who Vince was. It's not like Vince wasn't vetted before he got bought up, by TKO and became a new thing, become the freaking chairman. It's not like you didn't know Vince had this stuff out there. It's not like didn't know Vince McMahon wasn't squeaky clean. He wasn't. We all know he had a whole bunch of skeletons in his closet, right? So could you not take pause? Could Ari not take pause? Could Dana White not take pause and go, look, maybe we won't want to get too close to this guy right now. Let him work behind the scenes and do whatever. Don't put him out front because he tends to get hot. I know this as a fan. I don't even got to be in the boardrooms and I know this, right? It's been out there. Excuse me. It's been out there, right? Now, look, it's about to get hot. Rock Johnson, The Rock, just got on the board of TKO, right? He got his name back, so maybe that has something to do with it. So Vince is now stepping down, right? So who steps up? Who steps up in his space? Dana White, right? Who's the new executive of TKO, right? And how are we dealing with damage control? Anybody really saying nothing, but they just focusing on Vince? But there's got to be, that old saying, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? You mean this is the only one, right? Or is there more? And we're getting ready to, rally around Vince or whatever the hell we're gonna do? Because This can't keep going, man. We're too distracted from the sport, right? We got 300 getting ready to come up. We got 299 getting ready to come up. We got 288 getting ready to come up. Or Radio 288. I'm not sure. But we got too much going on. And now we got this. This is bad. This is bad. Right? Because all these groups are gonna double down and start coming at every man who do anything wrong. Sneeze wrong, somebody coming at. Look how many allegations. Diddy got allegations. Kevin Hart had an allegation, right? Everybody getting allegations. Everybody. Right? We turn around, there's another allegation. Right? You can't even walk the street without somebody getting an allegation. Now, do I know it's true? No, I don't. But it's getting bad in these streets. Right? So what are we gonna do? Right? I mean, as a guy, I'm like, well, hell, we don't even know what's false, what's true anymore. Right? You don't, because it's happening so fast and so much. Epstein got a list out there with him rattling off everybody who's been there to his island and crap. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's freaking crazy. Right? We can't even focus on fighting. Right? We can't even get a good match going because we got this going on. Now TKO is going to be under the microscope, right? And the UFC is bought by TKO, so the UFC is going to be under a microscope, right? Anybody step out of line and do anything wrong, here comes the problems. And we're not even talking, we're talking about just normal stuff. We ain't talking about those vultures who going to come out there and just throw allegations to see if they can get a check, right? We got that crap going on, right? So it's getting so crazy, right? If you got money, if you got real money, right, you tend to do stupid stuff from what I'm seeing, right? Not saying that what's going on is true. I don't know if it's true or not, right? I'm not there. I'm just going where the story is going. But it seems like if you got money, you do some freaky crap. You do some freaky crap, right? So when you got a whole island dedicated to the foolishness, right, what does that tell you? And then you got a long list of high, powerful people is going to hang out on that island. What does that tell you? Right? When you got billions, you do stupid, freaky crap. That's all I'm saying. How much of it is true, I don't know. But it quack like a duck, looks like a duck. That's all I'm saying. Right? Because it's wild, man. It's wild. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, like I said, Vince is the icon of the sport. He's been around for so long. I'm pretty sure he got a billion lawyers, right? He's gonna step down, right? They're gonna throw him somewhere, let the heat go down, and then he's gonna show up someplace else, right? He's too powerful. He knows too much, right? Think of the dirt he got on other people, right? He know the game. He can pretty much generate money, right? Guys like that just don't go away. Just don't go away unless he's no longer useful, right? And Vince McMahon ain't done. So I'm gonna say it that way. As sucky as that sounds, right? It's this we'll see. We'll see. We can't even get to fighting with all this foolishness. Right? We can't. I don't like it. But hey. And they just negotiated a big Netflix deal. Right? Can Netflix touch it? Can Netflix touch WWE with all this crap going on? Or is that a way to squash the deal? Right? Who can touch WWE right now with this kind of heat? Right? But like I said, the UFC is linked to it. It's they're one and the same. Right? They're two halves of the same coin. Right? So you gotta look at both of them. You can't look at one without looking at the other. They're partnered up. Right? You see what I'm saying? So when people get to checking and you start digging, that's when you find crap. That's when you find crap. Right? So yeah. Yeah, it's about to get ugly. So we'll see. Right, that's all I got, man. I want to throw that out there quick. I was going to go live with it, but let me go ahead and just say what I got to say because, this is foolishness. Foolishness. All right. I'm not condoning the whole situation. I'm just saying guilty by association. Right. Right. When you, like I said, just think about it this way. I'm gonna wrap it up. Think if you in a car, you and your homeboy, you're driving somewhere, and your homeboy sells drugs. Right. Been selling drugs for a minute. Right. Do you get in the car with him? He your boy, you hang out with him. Do you get in the car with him? Because if he get pulled over, right, and he got something on him, you in trouble too. Guilty by association. You got to say you didn't know. Now you got to prove your innocence. You got to prove your innocence, that you had no parts of what your friend was doing. Right? Guilty by association. Right? Will Dana White be accused of being guilty by association because, right, he partnered up with Vince? Right? He partnered up with Brock. Right? And now all this stuff is coming out. Right? And how much dumb can you play? How dumb can you say, well, I had nothing to do with it. I knew nothing about it. Right? But at this level, you vet people. Right? You under a microscope, you got to make sure this guy ain't gonna bring you down. That's why you vet him. Right? But of course, when you run the show, ain't nobody vetting you. Right? So, we'll see. All right, that's all I got. I want to say that right quick. This is Coach D, doing what I'm doing, calling it like I see it, talking my share of shit. Till you hear from me again, peace out.